What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into my channel. My name is Kreepers and I'm here today with another video of Paladins, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about everything that we have heard in the stream about the new update coming to the realm, ladies and gentlemen. This stream they talked about Furia, the new skins, the event, and so much more, and so I'm going to be trying to talk about a maximum possible of everything that I have learned during this stream in order to actually explain to you guys, for those who didn't understand most of the things that happened. So here's the first thing that we have the lure for Furia, which they planted a little video called The Origin, and it pretty much tells the story between Saris, which technically speaking she's Abby, and Sarah, which became Furia. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for you guys to see the lore. I may end up doing a video later on talking a little bit about the lore, studying it a little bit, just seeing what we've seen in the video. Now let's talk a little bit about Furia. I'm going to be trying to be as fast as possible because I'm going to be doing the PDS stream, and I'm going to be watching all her abilities, and we're going to be looking at numbers and so on. So the first thing you need to know is her normal firing ability is a double-barreled sword, but it acts like a shotgun. She shoots between 200 to 270 damage, something like that, and her damage can actually be increased if she is healing somebody at the moment. I noticed that on the gameplay during the stream there was something that they didn't mention, but I noticed that when they were healing somebody, there was a little bar on top of the skills on the left side that was actually increasing. I'm thinking that that increases, and the more that increases, the more damage you deal, because as I said before, if you heal somebody, you will be able to get extra damage for yourself. So this angel, this support, it's actually going to be more towards the damage side than actually support, but she's going to be able to heal, so she's going to be on the support side. Now, for her second ability, it's her healing ability, and in this healing ability, she will be able to pretty much, you have to be in the line of sight though. This is not like Genos, but it works a little bit like Genos in certain points, and I'm going to be explaining why. The first thing that it does is you target an ally, and that ally is instantly healed. I'm not entirely sure if it's 1000 health or if that depends on the missing health of each enemy, of each ally, I'm sorry. But I know that after that instant heal, it also heals for 2 seconds up to 200 per second, almost like the Genos healing ability, which means that if you are being targeted by Cauterize, you still have a chance of being healed, not even if it is just a little bit, because the Cauterize only works for 1.5 seconds. But even so, let's move on. Her third ability is actually, I'm not entirely sure about the name, so that's why I'm not even mentioning them, but she goes back, she jumps backwards, and she also shoots three little orbs of fire or light or whatever they are, and they target the nearest enemy possible, dealing up to 200 damage per orb. So that means 600 damage to the face of whoever is really near to her, and that is actually pretty strong, to be honest. I mean, she already has a lot of damage. I'm not entirely sure if the buff of the damage also goes on that. We'll have to test that out on the BDS, so I may, you know, I have to not forget that. We'll test that out in the BDS, don't worry. As for her fourth ability, she has a hyper beam that goes in a straight line, and if it touches somebody, they actually get stunned by 1 second. So GG, that's gonna be really strong. And I noticed also that it's really fast. It goes really fast. It's really hard to evade that, to be honest. It goes through walls, and it deals some damage as well. And if you're using one of the legendaries that actually remains still on the place that it hits an enemy, he gets stunned for 1 second. So for 1 second, he's forced to take that damage to the face. Unless you probably have resilience, of course. Then we have her ultimate. Her ultimate, basically what it does, it's pretty much like a buff. Until she finishes basically recharging the ultimate after starting using it, it takes up to 2 seconds. After these 2 seconds, she gives a buff to her and the entire team that deals extra damage and also extra movement speed. I heard that it's about 30% if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not entirely sure. As for the 2 initial seconds that she's not yet giving or receiving the buff, she is completely immune. So she pretty much can also use this for surviving an ultimate almost. That can be interesting. We're gonna have to see that. Yeah. Now, as for our legendary cards, our first legendary card allows her to heal for more when using the legendary the ability of healing, pretty much like the Genos first legendary card. Her second legendary card allows her to have 2 charges of the escaping ability backwards, apparently, not just one. Her third legendary is what I was mentioning. If she uses the hyper beam or the attack that she has with the light post, after it hits a first enemy, it stays there. It doesn't continue, it stops immediately there. That's what I was saying. It stuns them from 1 second and automatically stays there, dealing the rest of the damage. And if they don't move, they will take the damage. So GG on that. A lot of people are going to die because of this. Her fourth legendary is actually a very interesting thing. She gets a second way of healing people, which is the hyper beam. The hyper beam, after touching an ally, will stop there and start healing. So you can actually just send this to the middle of the map, hit an ally, and if somebody wants some heals, they just try to group up there or take turns, I don't know, until the end of the ability, probably. So that's actually pretty cool. That's all for the Furia for now. I'll do a video on later about her lore. Now let's talk a little bit about the event. As for the event, we know that there are bundles, but we're going to be talking on the event map first. The first thing you need to know is that this event apparently has a boss there that, you know, it will attack you. It does. Apparently you can't kill it. It just deals damage, almost like the fire from the last event. And the first thing that you need to know is that you need to go from the sides of the map. Each team appears on one side of the map, and you have to climb up until the middle to then fight a normal team deathmatch game. Okay, this apparently it's only up to 30 kills, and you gain some abyssal shards, as they call them, which will be later on used into a secret store that I'll be mentioning as well. After you get up top, you have to kill the enemies, but you can be killed by the monster, the boss, which is pretty much Drogo's, but as a boss. His new skin is pretty much this boss, okay? So I'll explain that later. It's also connected to the lore, by the way. So pretty much there's also some boosts around the map that you can use to increase the to grant an ultimate charge for the entire team. That's actually pretty cool as well. You know, some extra things. Instead of having the reduced cooldown of all abilities, if you find these little boosts and get them, the entire team will have extra ultimate charge. I'm not entirely sure if it increases the rate of the ultimate or if it instantly gives a percentage or even the maximum ultimate. I don't know. Let's see. As for the bundles, there's 3 bundles, the skins that we've been talking about. The first one is Knave, really nice. I'm definitely gonna get this. Then we have Tyra, then we have Androxus. If you get the 3 bundles, you automatically win the Drogo's skin, which is also connected to the monster we saw on the event, as I was saying, on the map that you're gonna have to fight. Just so you know, each one of the 3 bundles, the initial 3 bundles, will have MVP poses for the specific champion you're buying. And then you will win 200 abyssal shards for each. If you get the Drogos by unlocking the first 3, you'll get extra 1000 abyssal shards. You will get a loading frame, an MVP pose, and pretty much you're asking what the hell is an abyssal shard. I'm gonna explain to you guys. There's a secret store you're gonna be able to spend there your abyssal shards. And for example, there's 3 emotes, 3 roaming emotes. One is for Khan. The second is for Ceres, the third is for Makoa, and you guys have probably already heard about this. I'm going to show you guys on the PDS how they look like. Okay, each one of these 3 roaming emotes cost 100 abyssal shards, which means this system is different from the crests we had from the last time. You just have to buy the bundles, you get automatically abyssal shards. You also gain abyssal shards for playing on the event and getting kills there. And the first, I think it's 6 items. Yeah, the first 6 items will be 100 shards each. The first 3 are the roaming emotes. Then you have 2 animated avatars, which will be like one of them will be an animated spray, the second will be an animated avatar, and the third one will be a music. Rise of Furia music theme, basically. Okay, we're gonna have a music maybe to put it on the menu screen. And then we have an extra skin that is coming back, which is the Divine Ceres, but that will cost 1000 abyssal shards. Which means if you buy the 3 initial bundles, you'll get the 4th, which is the Drogo's, and you get a total of 1600 abyssal shards, meaning you can buy instantly everything on the event store. Okay, that is all for the video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Unfortunately, I don't have gameplay, but as soon as I get, I will be trying to do a more updated video on this, on how to get certain things and so on, how to play the event mode. Just be ready when the PDS is ready, because I will be doing a stream of it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.